Hey, family. Hey, Israel. Hey, Earthlings. My heart is full. I am so full. Turn with me to the east. Beyond your holy name, I come before you this day. I want to say thank you, Todaro Ba to the King. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for everything you're doing and getting ready to do. I want to thank you for every blessing that I received on today. There is no one else but you. Father, I come before you this day to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for every blessing, seen and unseen blessing. Thank you for binding up accident demons and speeding demons. Father, I want to thank you for hearing and answering prayer. There is no one else but you. So I cry out to the King today. Oh, Abba, Yah, word my mouth, give me what to say and how to say it. Send blessings all over the world, especially to those that need it. Look in on those who are in poverty. Look in on those who are poor. Look in on those who are shelterless. Father, in your mighty name, they are making teeny houses. Bless them to receive and make some of these teeny houses for these poor people, homeless peoples. In your holy name, I come before you that you would please, a miracle in that White House, miracle in the jailhouse, miracle in the hospital, miracles in the courtroom, miracles everywhere your children are scattered. So I come before you that you would touch somebody, open up their eyes and their ears, word my mouth, give me something to say that somebody will be believable or be believing in me from you. In your holy name, let thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. All right, brothers and sisters, I have had a remarkable day today. Still enjoying Mother's Day. I went to see Michael. I want you all to know that young man. Oh, did he play his uncle? It was excellent. I advise everybody, those who can, go see that movie. That's an excellent movie. It's a good movie. And they trained him to the max. And he almost favored his uncle. He did the movements just like his uncle. And then they showing you the meanness of his father. And his father, if you see it, he was only targeting one child to get butt whoopings. That's the way they edited in the movie. And Michael became the famous one of them all. I can't wait till the second part come out because the first part, it was excellent. And I remembered him when he was starting out. He was just a baby. And all the music that he made became an overnight hit. And I'm telling you, it was good. When Yahweh have a hand in your life, you can't do anything but succeed and go up and be famous. But then when Satan see how God is using you and he can't get any other cut and can't get you to cross over and can't get you to join in that in that family when you got to wear dresses and stuff. They already showing you with Brad Pitt movie Babylon what they're doing. And many of them have crossed over, even in the uh the art, the the music industry. They done crossed over too. Everything is coming out the woodworks. Prophecy is still unfolding. I'm talking to the ones who read, the ones who study, the ones who's coming into knowledge. Prophecy is unwinding, unfolding. I want you all to know this. Truth is no longer being hidden, brothers and sisters. These scientists are going where no man have even thought about going. They don't went 300 and some thousand miles down in the earth and discovered demons live down there, but they frozen and waiting for these different trumpets to blow. And when they went down there, they saw certain kind of movements, but they frozen. That means that the God that we serve is getting them ready, just like he getting us ready. They gonna come and we gonna exodus. It doesn't matter. Many of the things that they show you on YouTube, they want you to say most of it is AI. They don't want you to believe it. But if you go to the word and they showing you in Revelation and some of the readings that you go to, you'll see that it's getting ready to come to pass. They got other Bibles out there that you can read, other books than this King James. King James was nothing but a pedophiler, and he was also uh, a bisexual. And I've been asking questions. How did a bisexual, a pedophile, a gay man get a chance to write a Bible? And God chose men who were clean, who were blessed, and who were chosen to write this word. Mm-hmm. Yes. Chosen by the Most High. They took a lot of stuff out of here, and they took a lot of readings out of the Bible and put it in that Catholic Bible. And in that Catholic Bibles, they took certain scriptures out, so you wouldn't know what was being said. Everything, brothers and sisters, is coming to a head. Everything is coming to the light. They're showing you in these movies, whether you believe it or not. You got to treat a movie partial truth and partial lies, because they done fix these movies where they telling you the truth. But you got to treat a movie like a fish. Eat the meat and throw the bones back. And some of the peoples do the opposite. Excuse me. They keep the bones and throw the meat back. You got to pray when you start dealing with these Bibles. There's a lot of Bibles out there, and they could confuse you and mess you up. And I just got through talking to a lady who wanted to throw up in my face Jesus Christ, the Son of God. And I told her, that's not his son. I said, go to Exodus 4:22. She said, well, I'm doing studying. Give me that scripture again. I gave her more than one scripture. And on top of that, I told her you could always go to my channel. Go to the studio and see that is not God's son. We never had any 12 disciples. There is no such thing as Mary. We call her Miriam, the Virgin Mary. How could she still be a virgin? God blew on her and she had a baby and she still became a virgin. You all need to wake up, open up your eyes. We don't have a God like that to break his own law. He don't do that. Satan said, I'm going to and fro seeking who I can devour. All over this world, there are statues. I met a lady said she do a lot of traveling. And if you start doing traveling, you'll see they got that character image, idol, everywhere. And where you think God is destroying. Everywhere they have these statues, they bowing down, kissing the ground, kissing these um, priests, rings and stuff. They got these giant statues up that has nothing to do with the Most High. And they in there kissing, and they made a pool of water where you could throw money in there, and they say you be blessed. I'd be so glad when all of this come to a total end, where Yahweh shows up and show out. But when that happened, brothers and sisters, our restitution, we're going to get that. We're going to get back the artifacts that they took out of Solomon's temple and David's temple. A lot of things that was taken from us. When we get ready to departure from all these places where the Most High have scattered Israel, we was supposed to come over here and stay forever. Our 400 years of slavery is up. When Juneteenth come here, that's a celebration for a liberation of our freedom. Many people stay off work for that. Some of them can't stay because they are needed on their jobs. You hear me? That they might get a break someplace else. I want to say this is the day that Yahweh has made. Let us rejoice and be glad therein. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. Yes, yes. Thankful and grateful. I got a chance to get out. I was intending to go see Michael yesterday, but I couldn't see it. I'm grateful today that I did go see it because it ended up being part of my Mother's Day gift. God is so good. He is so great. And I want to say to each and every one of you, should you get a chance, it's a beautiful movie, a good movie with his nephew playing him. And you could see the spirit of Michael as it entered into him. And he did an excellent job. Excellent job. Brothers and sisters, I want to read something to you. Remember when I said we're going to have some servants? 10. I told you that, right? I want you to turn with me to Isaiah 6. And we're going to start at 11, 12, and 13. That's what I'm going to read with you. And on top of that, I need you all to do your own research. So much stuff has come true in the reading of the word, and it's still coming true. And I was talking to a lady Friday at the gym, and she was saying to me, like I didn't know. She said, "Do you know these the last days?" I said, "Yeah, but even though it's the last days, some other prophecy got to come to pass." She said, "Prophecy." I said, "Prophecy is still unfolding, and things that was written in this book all the way back from Adam and Eve, coming through all them different centuries with Rome and all them different cities, all them different countries. And every time when you read something in the Bible, it's always about war and fighting. Even the Indians, all they did was fight with themselves. That's why I didn't understand how Christopher Columbus could just go to America and say he was the founder of a land that already had peoples on it. How? And he wasn't the first one to step on the land. Christopher Tucker did. That was a black man. But they still gave it to Christopher Columbus. Truth is coming to the forefront. I want to thank President Obama for him giving all those researchers. He got people out there doing research for us during slavery time, where they have hid, took things out the book, took things out of the schools so that the children know who we are. White House know who we are. They even got the records and the names of us with the last name of Abba Yah. My name is Shamaki Yah, but Israel. It's not recorded, but I wanted to get it recorded. But I was told not to. All right, let me read this here. Because I want to go in Isaiah, the 7th chapter, but they trying to say that this virgin, that they didn't know that it was Isaiah's wife, had a baby. And the baby was named Emmanuel, but he was the prophet. See, for King Ahab, that he would win the war. And I was listening to it Saturday, where they came in singing King, oh King, King, what is it? Oh, Emmanuel. And they were singing it wrong. Emmanuel, he didn't have anything to do with that fictional character being born. That was a prophecy for Ahab to win the war. All right, let me first go here to 6, the communion or the commission of Isaiah. And it says, "Then says Yahweh, how long?" And he answered, "Until the cities be washed without inhabitants." This is what's coming, brothers and sisters. Whether you all believe me or not, you can go and read it for yourself. See the wars, the fires, the liars, the floods, the tornadoes, the tsunamis, the hurricanes, the fire hurricanes, the floods. It's quite a bit coming on this earth. But look where it's starting at. Now it's starting in the churches. A lot of pastors are dying behind the pulpit. for being foolish. They don't teach proper um, history and proper truth about who you are. Because the first thing this lady said to me, you know, I'm a Gentile. I said, yeah, what's your nationality? She went to naming all she this, she that. I said, oh, you're a mutton. She said, no. I said, yeah, you're a mutton. You got all them different nationalities in you. She's Italian. She's French. She's Cuban. She's she have Indian in her. She have Cuban in her. I said, oh, you're a mutton. Because her family is mixed with a lot of other different nationalities. So they make her a mutton. Okay, let me read this. Then said Yahweh, how long? And he answered, until the cities be washed without inhabitants, and the houses without men, and the land be utterly destroyed. Brothers and sisters, this is happening now. It looked like bombs done hit certain cities. And they say some of those cities won't be able to rebuild. And it's take years and years and years for them cities to come back. And Yahweh have removed men far away. Most of our brothers and sisters I've been looking at YouTube, they going over there to Thailand. They going over there to the Asian countries because it's cheaper over there. They don't have to pay no taxes. They get a whole dinner for $5. Feed their whole family. Rent is cheap. And they're beautiful houses, depending on where you go. Beautiful apartments, depending on where you go. Then they moving back. A lot of them moving back to Africa in certain areas. And it's beautiful over there too. And the rent is cheap. And the food is cheap. I said, would you look at this? They leaving here, searching a place of peace. Because they tired of all this killing, police brutality. Tired of it. And Yahweh have removed men far away, and there be a great forsaking in the midst of the land. It's already that. Earthquakes, especially in California, New York. I think Tennessee. Wake up. Somebody say, tell them to wake up and smell the coffee. I ain't gonna tell you all that. I'm gonna tell you I'll wake up and do some praying. Wake up and do some studying. Wake up and call on the right deity, the right God, Yahweh. He says, and there be a great forsaking in the midst of the land. 13, this is where your slaves come in, but you can't call them slaves. You got to call them servants, because everything going to change. We're not going to be the same. And your servants going to be excellent servants, because they're going to do everything you tell them to do. They don't want to perish. But ye, in it shall be a tent. In your tent come, the tent of servants. They're probably going to be differentnality and of all ages. And it shall return and shall be eaten as a tall tree and as an oak, who sustain in them. Excuse me. Let me go back. But ye in it shall be a tent, and it shall return, and shall be eaten as a tall tree, and as a oak whose substance is in them when they cast their leaves. So the holy seed, who is the holy seed? You, Israel, the holy seed shall be the substance thereof. Y'all hear that? Only a tenth will return. Okay, now let's go to Isaiah 7. And it came to pass in the day of, this is King Isaiah, King Ahaz, 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 the son of Jotham, the son of Uzziah, king of Yehuda, and Rezin, and the king of Syria, and Pekin, the son of Remaliah, king of Israel, went up towards Jerusalem to war against it. Isn't that what's happening, going on right now? Everything that happened back then is going on here again. Yahweh only does things twice. But could not prevail against it. And it was told the house of David, saying, Syria is confederate with Ephraim. And Ephraim is another name for Israel. And his heart was moved, and the heart of his people, as the trees of the wood are moved with the wind. Then said Yahweh unto Israel, Then said Yahweh unto Isaiah, go forth now to meet Ahab, thou and Shear Jehud, thy son, at the end of the conduct of the upper pool in the highway of the filler or fuller's field, and said unto him, take heed and be quick. Take heed and be quiet. Fear not, neither be faint-hearted. For the two tails of these smoking firebrands, for the fierce anger of the Rezins with Syria, and of the son of Remaliah, because Syria, Ephraim, and the son of Remaliah have taken evil counsel against you. Talking to Ahab, saying, let us go up against Judah and vex it, and let us make a breach therein for us, and set a king in the midst of it, even the son of Tabiel. Thus says Yahweh, it shall not stand, neither shall it come to pass. They want to fight Ahab. For for the head of Syria is Damascus, and the head of Damascus is Rezin. And within 65 years shall Ephraim be broken, that it be not a people, And the head of Ephraim, and Ephraim is Israel. Let me see it. And the head of Israel is Samaria. And the head of Samaria is Remaliah, son. If you will not believe, surely you shall not be established. Moreover, Yahweh spake again unto Ahab, saying, Ask you a sign. He telling Ahab, ask me of a sign. Ask of Yahweh, your Elohim. Ask if either in the depths of in the heights thereof. And it said that they believed that Emmanuel would be the son of the Most High, or a prophecy stating they used that to say that God was going to impregnate a married woman. He didn't do that. He didn't touch a married woman. And I could prove that too. He said, but Ahab said, will not ask. I won't ask him. Neither will I tempt Yahweh. And he said, hear you now, O house of David. It is a small thing for you to weary men, but you will not weary my Elohim Yahweh also. Therefore, Yahweh himself shall give you a sign. He said, behold, a virgin. You hear this? This is a sign for Ahab. I'm trying to make it plain. This don't have nothing to do with no Jesus Christ. Yahweh forgive me, but it don't. He said, therefore, Yahweh himself shall give you a sign. He said, behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. The virgin is Isaiah's wife. It ain't no Mary. Don't say nothing about no Mary. The virgin is Isaiah's wife. And the thing about it is they don't even put her name in here. He said, butter and honey shall he eat, that he may know to refuse the evil and chaos. Y'all hear this? Butter and honey shall Ahab eat, that he may know to refuse the evil and choose the good. For behold, the child shall know to refuse the evil and choose the good. The land that thou abhorrest shall be forsaken, or both her king, of both her kings. Yahweh shall bring upon you and upon your people and upon your father's house days that have not come, for the day that Ephraim, Israel, depart from Judah or Yahudah, even the king of Assyria. And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall hiss for the fly that is in the uttermost part of the river of Egypt, and for the bees that is in the land of Assyria. And they shall come and shall rest all of the men in the desolate valleys, and in the holes of the rock, and upon all thorns, and upon all bushes. In the same day shall Yahweh shave with a razor that is hired, namely by them beyond the river, by the king of Assyria. Mm. In the same day shall the Lord shave with a razor that is hired, namely by them beyond the river, by the king of Assyria. Mm. The head of the hair of the feet, and it shall also consume the beard. And it shall come to pass in that day that a man shall nourish a young cow and two sheep, and it shall come to pass for the abundance of milk. Believe it or not, the milk that we are supposed to be drinking is sheep milk. That they shall give, he shall eat butter, for butter and honey shall everyone eat that is left in the land. And it shall come to pass in that day that every place shall be where there were 1,000 vines at 1,000 silverlings, it shall even be for beryls and thorns. With arrows and with bows shall men come here, because all the land shall become briars and thorns, and on all hills that shall be digged with the matlock, there shall not come here the fear of briar and thorns, but it shall be for the sending forth oxen and for treading of lesser cattle. And then now you come to the sign of, in the beginning, his name was Matter Shelah Hash Bag. See that? I'm on 8. Wherefore Yahweh said unto me is Isaiah, take you a great roll and write in it with a man's pen concerning Matter Shelah Hash Baz. And it took unto me faithful witness to record Uriah the priest, and Zechariah the son of Jebariah. I gotta say his name right. Jebariah. Jebariah. And Emmanuel is Isaiah's second son. So that's why I don't understand. How could you start singing a song talking about Emmanuel? Oh, hail King Emmanuel. He is not the son of God. He is the son of Isaiah. If any of you take time and read your footnotes, you will see that he is Isaiah's son. Next one. And I went up and I went unto the prophet or the prophetess. See, this the prophetess. He said, and I went unto the prophetess. He had sex with the prophetess, who was his wife. And she conceived and bare a son. Then said Yahweh to me, call his name Matter Shelah Hashbah. And you break it down, it's going to mean Emmanuel. For behold, the child shall have knowledge of cry, my father and my mother, the riches of Damascus, and the spoils of Samaria shall be taken away before the king of Assyria. Yahweh spake unto me, Yahweh spake also unto me again, saying, for as much as the people refuses the water of Shiloh that go slowly, and rejoice in Raisin and Remaliah's son. Now therefore, behold, Yahweh bringeth up upon them the waters of the river, strong and many, even the king of Assyria, and all of his glory. And he shall come up over all the channels, and go over all his banks, and he shall pass through Yahudah. He shall overflow and go over. He shall reach even to the neck, and the stretching out of his wings shall fill the breadth of your land of Emmanuel. See, this is where Emmanuel come in. Prophet Elijah, Prophet Elijah, Prophet Elijah went into the prophetess, which was his wife, and had a son, and said she was a virgin. And Yahweh telling him to name it Matter Shala Hashbaz, Matter Shayla Hasbad. But then they turned it into a language where you and I can understand, and said, call him, O Emmanuel. Associate yourself, all ye peoples, and ye shall be broken in pieces, and give ear, all ye of far countries, gird yourself, and ye shall be broken in pieces. Gird yourself, and ye shall be broken in pieces. He's telling them that more than once. Take counsel together, and it shall come to naught. Speak the word, and it shall not stand. For God is with us. For Yahweh is with us. Do you hear that? I'm talking to you, Israel. Those of you who have been searching, those of you who know the truth, Yahweh is with us. Those of you babies that's just not coming in, you don't have to worry about anything. Yahweh is with us. Blessings is with us. Curses being broke. Success is coming. Prosperity is coming. Everything that was taken away will be given back. For Yahweh speaks, for Yahweh spake to me with a strong hand, and instruct me that I should not walk in the way of this people, saying, say ye not a confederacy to all them to whom this people shall say a confederacy. Neither fear ye their fear, nor be afraid. Now, in my Notes. I'm gonna start at 8 and 4. The boy would be about age 2 when Tiglatus Piser and plunder Damascus and Samaria. Boy, this war was something else. Water of Shiloh, Shilohians, with a healing spring in Jerusalem. And here, God helps with Judah was not prepared to accept. Remaliah, son, Pekah, king of Israel. Sennacherib invades Judah, and only Jerusalem escaped. A confederacy, better a confederacy, apparently the charge of the Assyrians alliances party against Isaiah because he advised the people to trust God alone. And that's what I'm going to say to you. Trust Yahweh. Trust him alone. If you got a God that's telling you, I am a jealous God, and besides me, there is no other. That's just like if a man or a woman cheat, you go before an assembly of family and friends and stand before God and tell that woman or that man that you're gonna love them to death do us part. That means you are supposed to stop doing all your cheating. You're supposed to did all of that. Sold your oats, whatever, before you get married. When you get married, all of that's supposed to be done away with. No more cheating and lying, sneaking around. You and that person are supposed to be as one. As one. You see that? So God is saying, trust me, Israel, Yahudah, earthlings that know the Lord and know Yahweh and trust in him. If you in them, since you all know these the last days, you don't know when, where, how much time, stay in him, live in him, trust in him. Nobody know the day, the hour, the time when we gonna have to put on our big girls underwear and our big men underwear to become a servant of the Most High. hmm You don't know when. He don't tell nobody. He don't even tell the angels when he's gonna show up and show out. They giving you a lot of information on YouTube, and a lot of, regardless whether it's AI or not, eat the meat, throw the bones back. They warning you. They telling you. A confederacy neither fear you, their fear, nor be afraid. Sanctify Yahweh of hosts himself. and let him be your fear, and let him be your dread. He's getting the people ready to let them know you're getting ready to go in war. You don't have no business fearing. Put the fear on Yahweh. Be afraid, but put it on Yahweh so he can give you some strength. He can take that fear away from you and make you strong and powerful. In these day and times, you got to depend on him. You see what's happening out there? You see what's going on out there? Young men stepping out to get in their car and they down, shot them up. Young man trying to get in his house, put the key in, shot him up. Shooting up babies sitting in the back seat of a car, and they hit the wrong car, paralyzing folks that's not the ones they supposed to be paralyzed, shooting babies down in the alleys, killing 5-year-olds because they done trained him to be a runner but didn't want him to be a witness. Told the mother if they didn't give him up, they was going to burn down their building and kill everybody up in the family. So she had to let her son go to be a sacrifice. Wake up, Israel. Israel, wake up. It's going to be a false peace coming. This is the next thing that's going to come. A false peace. A lot of marriages is coming. Some of it is going to be natural and some of it's not. Some of it's going to be by Yahweh and some of it's not. Okay. Sanctify Yahweh of hosts himself, and let him be your fear, and let him be your dread. And he shall be for a sanctuary, but for a stone of stumbling, and for a rock. Yahweh is the rock, baby. Let him be your rock of offense to both the house of Israel, for a jinn. A jinn they had back in the day. If you all remember seeing what a lamp back in the day, where they rubbed the lamp and a jinn came out and granted them 3 wishes. Here is a jinn. Look it up. For a jinn and for air to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And many amongst them shall stumble and fall and be broken and be snares and be taken. I keep telling you all to get ready. Get ready. Bind up the testimonies. Seal the law amongst my disciples. And I will, when he say his disciples, see the prophets, and I will wait upon Yahweh that hideth his face from the house of Jacob, and I will look for him. Behold, I and the children, the Yaladeens, whom Yahweh has given, are for signs and for wonders. Y'all hear that? Behold, I and the children whom Yahweh has given me are for signs and for wonders in Israel, for Yahweh of hosts, which dwells in Mount Zion. And when they shall say unto you, seek unto them that have familiar spirits, evil spirits, and unto the wizards that peep and that mutters shall not a people seek unto their God, for the living to the dead, to the law and to the testimonies. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them, meaning they serving another God. They not serving Yahweh. And they shall pass through it hardly bested and hungry, and it shall come to pass that when they shall be hungry, they shall flee themselves and curse their king and their God, and look upward, and they shall look unto the earth, and behold trouble and darkness and dimness of anguish. And they shall be driven to darkness. I'm going to read a little more because now we're getting ready to go to where Emmanuel, the child, is the sign for Ahab to win the war. Matter of fact, let me jump down here to it. It's chapter 9, Isaiah. I'm going to do 5 first. Isaiah 5 and 6. It says, for every cattle of the warriors is with confused noise and garment rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Number 6, for unto us a child is born, unto Isaiah and his wife, who is a prophetess, who at the time was a virgin. And the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government. This ain't got nothing to do with no Jesus Christ. Isaiah and his wife, who is a prophetess, conceived this baby. Of the increase of his government and peace shall be no end upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice shall henceforth even forever. The zeal of Yahweh of hosts will perform this. See, letting you know this will be the sign for Ahab to win the war. Because I heard this man, I think it was Saturday, talking about uh, Emmanuel, the Son of God, is coming through him. And they kept singing, oh, hail King Emmanuel. I'm like, he'll lie. That's not even what this. He was a sign for King Ahab to win the war because he had many nations coming up against him. But Yahweh wasn't going to let him lose. Isaiah said, ask God for a sign. He said, no, I can't do that. But you weary other men. You weary them, but you won't weary God. So God showed up and told him. You got to read the whole chapter 9 to let them know that Yahweh is with him. Yahweh is with me. Yahweh is with you, those who believe. I hope you all kept the Passover, anointed your post, the side posts and the upper posts of your doors. You kept the day of the unleavened bread. You did all that for 8, 9 days. You didn't eat nothing with leaven in it. hmm I hope you did. This is gonna be a very blessed and a wonderful year because our ancestors, even though they got kicked out the land and they was told not to keep these rituals, they kept them anyway. They kept them even in the dark. They kept them in their little bungalow houses that they had. Yeah. And then you had those little tricks. Those are the ones who went back and told Massa what they was doing. And Massa caught them. They couldn't burn no candles. They couldn't burn no incense. They couldn't meditate and pray. They couldn't even call him by his name. So what they did, our elders, matriarchs, while they was in the field picking cotton, corn, coffee, beans, whatever, they would sing out loud and praise Yahweh in the songs. In the songs. And some of the songs, Yahweh looked at their hearts. And some of them end up becoming free slaves. Harriet Tubman had to get them people up out of here. They had to do a railroad and through the night. She had to use gun on some of them. So if you're studying, stay studying. If you listen to this gospel foolishness that's coming on TV, you will know the truth from the lie. You will know what part to eat and what part to throw away. Because it'll be in your spirit say, here, he lying. That ain't true. That ain't right. That ain't what you read. You will know truth when you hear it. Because you have looked it up. Your body is a temple of the Most Spirit inside of you. And that spirit that's in you will let you know that ain't right. Ahab needed to ask God for a sign. Isaiah told him to ask God for one, but he didn't want to do it. So God gave him one through prophet Isaiah and the prophetess, his wife. And his name was Emmanuel. They've been lying to us and lying to us so long, all down through the years, that these brothers and sisters, you can't tell them truth. They still calling on a lie. They still drinking the blood and which is a symbol, witchcraft, still eating a cracker, witchcraft. When I keep reading it to you, that Yahweh said, do not drink the blood. And everybody know what eating the body is cannibalism. It's so much going on in this world that if you're not prayed up as you reading, honest to God, you would lose your mind. I try to stay here until he here. You see it on the news. You see it in the movies. And you see what's getting ready to come upon this earth. But the good thing about it, Israel, you will not venture off in what Yahweh is getting ready to do to these heathens. You will not enjoy their pleasure. Because remember now, God is only blessing a remnant of peoples to return back. Yeah. And then when we get back, we all gonna be married, because he said he gonna replenish the place. That means it's gonna be where it was less, it's gonna be more. And Israel, you could have as many babies as you want. No more abortions. No more sacrifices. Yeah. No more giving up your babies, regardless what the reason was giving up them babies. No more. You got a lot of comedians coming on. Even though the way how they saying it, by cursing, they doing their research and they even telling you the truth. Dave Chappelle, historian, he telling you the truth in his jokes. Being a comedian, Kevin Hart, um, what's it up? Chris Rock. Um, I can't think of the other guy's name, and I just watched him this morning. Cat Williams. They telling you all the truth, but many of you looking at it as they're comedians. And some of them, like Dave Chappelle, he go in and do his research and tell it to you, even though sometimes it's funny, but it's the truth. And another one, oh, I can't think of his name. He had a show with Malcolm. Uh, I can't think of his name. But brothers and sisters, please, these are the times we can't afford to go back. We got to go forward. And a lot of these brothers and sisters so messed up by listening to their pastors. And the only thing they talk about drinking blood and eating the crack. Lady told me Thursday, oh, we need to continue to eat the blood and drink the blood and eat the cracker. If only she knew. The blood is the life of the body, and a cracker is your body. And that's cannibalism. Not supposed to do that. God said he was coming back to do what? Sprinkle us with water, give us a new tongue. And what was taken out of us in that garden was the Spirit of God, and he's going to return it. So we all going to be like him. We all going to be as one. Ain't going to be no more guessing. We'll be able to do the same exact things that Yahweh does or the angel does. Angels will be amongst us, but angels also will be up there in heaven. But Yahweh will be down here in his temple. But you got to clean up down here, because when it rains, It smells like human feces. Yes, it does. And downtown, when it rains, it smells like animals, dog. When it rained downtown. All right, I'm gonna let you go. I just want to say, know that Yahweh loves you, Israel. The God that you serve is watching over you. I tell you, he never slumber or sleep. He don't get tired. He always up. And I be praying for God. I say all the things that you do, you never get no rest. You had to deal with these folks down here with all their calamity, their foolishness, evil thinking, killing, beating, lying, changing they natural sex. Sad. And then he even asks, who told you to do it? Who told you to worship the creature more than the creator? Or change my dates, my times, my holidays, my holy days, my months, my seasons? Who told you to do it? And now Donald Trump trying to change the map. Oh God. If anybody been watching the news, he got Pharaoh in there to make a lot of you all who don't know truth to fall on your knees and ask him for forgiveness. Forgive us, Yah. Forgive us, Yah. Yahweh, forgive us. Forgive us, Yahweh. Because some of us don't know what we do. We foolish. You got folks, when they hear some lightning, they go run in the bathroom. They go hear some thunder, they run in the closet. All that fear in them because they don't fear God. They fear Satan. When it lightning and thunder, the way it has been lately, you'll get a little joke in your body, but you'll know that's Yahweh talking. And they tell you don't stand up under a tree because lightning has fire in it. And it'll cause that tree to fall or catch on fire. Stay from under a tree. A tree has um, at the bottom of its base um, something like a weather. Can't think of it. A weather thing, because lightning hit that and it'll just spin, and it's be directed away from the house. Hmm. All right, brothers and sisters, thank you so much. I have enjoyed you, and I hope you have enjoyed me. But Emmanuel, look it up, was a sign for Ahab. It didn't have nothing to do with JC, who you all call Jesus Christ, jumping up and down. Oh, my Savior. It didn't have nothing to do with him. When you come into the truth, you think better. And when you hear somebody else bring it up, you don't even want to entertain that. You want to tell them the truth. Because today I had an opportunity to tell a lady the truth. And she wrote it down, say, I do research. I said, oh, that's good. And I gave her the scriptures where she could go to. And I let her know. Yahweh don't change. He ain't gonna blow on no woman to have a baby. He would have broke his own law. How many know that? All right. I had an enjoyable time today. I am so full. That Michael movie, it just got my insides just toe up. Because it showed, it might not showed everything, but it showed a little bit. And if you could see Joe Jackson, ugh, he looked just like a demon. And when Michael got older, he had to quit beating on him. He became his own man. And he didn't like that. And when he said he no longer wanted him for his manager, oh, I don't want to tell you all about the movie, but I want you all to know Yahweh had his hands on that young man so that he could perform and do what he did. I pray that you all please start praying ye one for another. I don't care what race or nationality you are, because when the deal is all done, we all gonna be brothers and sisters, cousins, fathers, mothers, nieces, nephews, uncles, aunts, and whatever else. We all got to come together because we serve one God. I am a jealous God, and there shall be no other God besides him. But some of you all don't believe it because you think that God in that gospel is his son, and it's not. Israel said, go tell Pharaoh, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. And when he say Israel, he not just talking about the men, he talking about the daughters too. We his children's. You all have a blessed one. Abba Yah, Neo Hey, Barukata. Abba Yah, I love you, Abba Yah. You all be blessed. Know that the Most High has redeemed you. You are blessed of him, and you are the apple of his eye. I read it to you every chance I get that he said, I love you, Israel, and I'm coming back for you. I'm coming back for you. Those of you who want to get deeper, then you go back and read about Rome and what took place in Rome. They play movies of it. All that gayism, and when they made those statues, they showing women's breasts and men's organs, penises. Come on. The only way you ever gonna feel good like I feel good, give Satan back whatever belongs to him. And then tell Yahweh to make you over. And then tell him, help me to love myself. You probably hadn't loved yourself in so long, and you run around here trying to act like all these other people, dress like them, look like them, drink like them, smoke like them, and you not you, and you not happy. So ask the Most High to make you over, clean you up, clean your life up. I met a lady Friday who said she was an alcoholic. She was on drugs. She was doing everything until she got tired. If that's what it takes for God to whoop your socket and bring you into righteousness, to clean you up, to change your life, spin you around, bring you up out the muck and the clay, and then lead you into righteous directions. She says she's in studies now, and we was talking. But the thing about it is, she's still holding on to JC. And I told her that that is not God's son. And those 12 disciples, that didn't have nothing to do with God. Those 12 disciples in that gospel is supposed to represent the 12 tribes of Israel. They don't tell you that. They whipped our ancestors, made them into preachers, made them preach that we were Christians. They beat them if they didn't preach right, because they set an overseer in the churches to see to it that they was going to teach the truth, to make our ancestors, to make your brothers and sisters worship the white man, bow down to him, kiss his ring. And then they made a picture. Michelangelo made a picture of his nephew and called it Jesus, the Son of God. Look it up. All right, let me get out of here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that button, share, subscribe. Israel, know that Yahweh love you. He coming back for us. And know, Cat Williams was speaking on it today. We want our restitution. We leaving out of here with great substance. Go back and read it when the time comes. Israel left out of Egypt with great substance. The Egyptians gave them whatever they asked for, they gave it to them. It's going to be a lot of rich people getting up. Yeah. Go through the phone book, sending people money in checks. They can't send it in money because these evil mail carriers and people's at the mail office, they scan it and see what's in there, and you don't get it. So that's why they got to make a check, a paper check, or a money order. But believe me, Yahweh gonna bless us with a nice lump sum of money. And that's when the money start coming. That's when you know that it's gonna be close or near time for us to stay ready so we could do an exodus to book up out of here. Don't nobody want to hear this, but it's true. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Oh, and Jane Brown. He made that record. The big payback. The big payback gonna be Yahweh. So I say to you, if you ready, stay ready. If you make a mistake and slip and fall, get up, repent. Yahweh hear you. Tell him you sorry. He don't remember your sins. He throw it as far to the west, to the east, and he don't remember them anymore. He said, come to me, ask me. Just like he had told Ahab, you can ask me anything. But it's up to Yahweh to bless you with whatever you asking him for, as long as it's within reasons. Yeah. All right. Have a very blessed and a wonderful evening. And know that Yahweh loves you, Israel. Know that Yahweh loves you. Until we meet again, Yahweh bless your children everywhere, miracles everywhere, miracles in the water we drink, the air we breathe, the food we eat, miracles, 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 miracles everywhere. Bless your sons and daughters and those who are going to be our servants. Bless this program. Bless it in your mighty name. Let thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Until we meet again, you all have a very blessed and a wonderful. Shalom, Israel. Shalom, family. Shalom, earthlings. And one more thing, Yahweh, please bless Mother Earth. Miracles for Mother Earth. Miracles for Mother Jerusalem. In your holy name, I ask this of you. Shalom, shalom.